Alright, here's the tier list we got. Let's just start off with the obvious ones. Where are they? There we go. And where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Get those out of the way. Perfectly balanced. That's gonna need a rework. So these two are obvious. We're doing the shotguns. The negotiator's balanced because although it is a shotgun, there's only one shot, so you just attack them when they're reloading. It's harder when it has veteran, but that makes them waste a perk, their perk slot. So you know, there's that. Hellion, it's automatic, and it has like 7 rounds, right? Yeah, it's 7 rounds with 150 rate of fire. It's really good. Alongside Hellion, we'll put its alt or modification right there. It's a little bit overpowered, but no, it's not egregious. They have 2 shots. They miss them, they're probably dead. And then I forget what the sawed-off does, or why it's special. Right, reload time's normal too. Penetration decent. Wait, does the regular one have decent penetration? Oh, it's penetration decent on armor. Okay. You're not gonna. Fine, I'll go to the Trello if you're not gonna give me any good information on it. Fine, saw it. Right, it has decent armor. Doesn't matter too much what the rate of fire is. Break action double. Alright, so we're looking at Nox helmets. Nox helmets, it's good, but only up close. It has less range than the other one, so you know, we'll put it with the sawed off. How? Oh, there it is. Put the sawed off here. Relatively balanced compared to these guys. Prince. It's really good. I don't know if that means it's perfectly balanced. No, it's probably a little overpowered. This perfectly balanced. This needs a needs to fall off. Because the Prince, it 2-taps shocks at close range. And it has really good penetration and damage even beyond 100 yards or studs or whatever. And its accuracy is nothing to laugh at either. Whisper. it's not here. I'm stupid. Whisper. That's really good. Strong and has a silencer on it. Yeah, it's good, and its Q needs a buff, but the regular Whisper, its Q ability needs a buff, but the regular Whisper is the Whisper in its normal state is perfectly balanced, but the Q ability needs a buff of some sort. Because it just has, I don't think it has like any suppression on it. I think the Adjudicator, it has good damage, but its fire rate and its damage are like the main thing about it. It only has 5 shots. It is a mag, but you know, Crestfall, not that egregiously overpowered or underpowered. Crestfall Ranger, it needs a nerf because it's just the better version of Crestfall for close range. If you're using Crestfall at long range, you're probably not doing something right. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. And the Ranger is, what are we looking at? Decent, but it's higher damage up close, right? No, it's the same. Yeah, it's the exact same fall off. Just a higher rate of fire. Yeah, it's just the better version of it. It's just a better version of the normal Crestfall. Just a faster rate of fire. Jesse's balanced. It doesn't have absurd damage or like no damage at all. Well, I should probably go over why I selected this as a needs a buff. One, it has no Q ability. Its melee is slightly better than normal gun bashes if you have a arrow loaded. But it's there's nothing really good about it besides its helmet knocking ability and its 199 damage. It's like the Judgment Breach Rifle if you couldn't obliterate helmets and you had shorter range. It's only good if you're using it with something like the Talon, a backup weapon that allows you to quickly 2-tap them, versus the Judgment, where if you get a good headshot, they're done. Jesse has decent damage, nothing absurd. Past 95 studs, you're not dealing 2-tap damage anymore. Its control's high. Great. It has a higher rate of fire, but it's not like absurd. Its Q ability, I've heard, is actually really good, but it's nothing to nerf because you don't see people running Jesse's Q ability every day. Jesse Precision Rifle. What's different about the Jesse and the Precision? I don't think that gives us proper. Just better accuracy, maybe? Jesse Precision Rifle. Strong, standard. Basically the same RPM, but higher if you're mounted. Does it have... slower reload? Worse handling. 30. But it loses Improves fire rate, improves aim speed. But I think it loses its grenade ability. Yeah, it loses its grenade ability. Other than that, I think it's pretty decent. Like, there's nothing absurd about it, nothing bad about it. What do I want to do next? Honor?
Yes, baby, it was free. I have to prove it was free.
Honor's pretty mediocre. Oh, sorry, wrong honor. This honor, does it hold 3 tap? Can it 3 tap? Hmm. 1400. Yes. 60, 12, no. So, under 40 studs, it 3 taps. Beyond it, it 4 taps. It just doesn't have penetration or anything. But even then, I don't think it's worth use. Oh, it has the stock. That's right. It's alright. It's pretty balanced. It has a stock that it allows it to have less recoil. Where's it gone? Am I blind? I'm totally blind. I've lost it. I don't know where it's gone. There it is. Balanced, I think. Volk. Volk has its meta. Or its niche. It knows what it's doing. Because under 45 studs, it's basically just regular old rifle that you can use by using its Q ability, which just makes it go normal, where you don't go aiming down the scope. It has high damage, high accuracy. Inaccuracy is very low, but it's higher when it's scoped. Second fall off, it does a crazy amount of damage for a rifle. And third fall off, it does 1400. It's just good. Just good. And with that gun, you get to have stripper clips. It's a great weapon. So much so, yeah, there's not really need to say anything more about it. Its frontline version needs a buff because the frontline rifle, see how it does 170? Let me pull up the Volk and the Prince for okay, so 150. Great for 2-tap and shocks under 70 studs, right? Why don't you just do that with the Prince, though? You could just do that with the Prince. Well, what about beyond 100 studs? If you're trying to do a bit of sniping. Now we're running into a different issue. As it does do plenty of damage beyond 100 studs. Much more than Prince does. Because 140, but we're going to say 130. And 100 studs, Prince does 120. So it's good. Its precision is high. Its inaccuracy is very poor. Control is high, I think. But it has a slower rate of fire than the Prince. It has less ammo than the Prince. It has worse first fall off. Its second and third fall off are better. It only has decent armor penetration. instead of strong, which is kind of a downside. The good thing about it is the frontline rifle uses stripper clips, which, to be fair, is pretty good. But why don't you just use veteran with Volk or veteran with Prince? Also, if you're going beyond 100 studs, just use the Volk. Just use the normal scoped Volk. So at range, the normal scoped Volk is better. Up close, the Prince is better. The only thing the Volk frontline rifle outperforms them both in is its reloading speed. That's it. There's nothing more. I don't think there's much use of this weapon, because you can just play Prince or Volk depending on what you want to do. Alright, there we go. Needs a buff. Grace. Yep, that's balanced. Talon. That's balanced. Cav Sword, people say it's like terrible and stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. It allows you to take down, I believe it allows you to take down people with Leatherneck with either 3 or 2. I don't know which one. Also, it has ambidextrous automatically with pistols. If you have a pistol in your secondary, you can use it with the Cav Sword. Not only that, but it's a Cav Sword. It's cool, guys. Also, you're not throwing this or anything. It's just a better melee weapon. That isn't the lance and it isn't the knife. Hope. I'm gonna say perfectly balanced. I could see it with a small reworker buff, but it's only to adjust the recoil and stuff, because the recoil's pretty bad. Negotiator, you're fine, because you can use it with the Cav Sword and get some pretty easy kills, or you can just use it by itself and chuck it at people. I think the Union stock pistol is meta right now. I think it's for good reason too. It has like no penetration, but that's fine. Let's compare it to regular stock. Regular stock pistol, where you at? Or military pistol, I should say. Alright. Weak penetration. Same rate of fire. Ammo capacity of 16. Oh, it has reduced ammo? This can only carry 8 shots. This carries 16. And then it has a reserve of 16 starting. It's super slow to reload. So is the regular Union. Alright. So, under 30 studs, it 3 taps. Under... oh my gosh. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That makes no sense. That's really good. What? I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, under 30 studs, it knocks helmet? Let me take a look at the we gotta make a decision. I wanna see what range you knock helmets. Oh, you knock helmets out to 70. Or out to 100. but then again, that's not your... Can't do any range stuff. That one's... I don't know about that one. Alright, so... This 3 taps... This 3 taps out to 225 studs. 90... 18... 270, 16, 200. Below 30 studs, it also 3 taps shocks. That's pretty good, and it'll not... I don't know if it'll knock the shocks helmet though, because they have stronger helmets. I think it has more damage. Not more damage. It has more ammo in it, and it has, I believe, a higher rate of fire. No, it does not. Less recoil, I believe. I believe it has less recoil than the standard Union. But of course it takes up 2 weight instead of just 1. I think the stock gonna... Oh, I just closed out the Trello. I think the stock Union is actually getting a nerf next update. So we're gonna say that one needs a small nerf. Union military pistol. I think you have more recoil, but still you have that 3 tap. We'll put it in here for now. No. Is there a reason to use no again? I know it has a suppressor and all. I remember no being really mediocre. Yeah. It's really mediocre. It's 50 studs compared to the Grace's... What's Grace say? What are we looking at? Compared to the Grace's 60 studs. So Grace has more. But the Nell has a better rounded... No, it does not. Okay. Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does. Control. High. It has better control. Better rate of fire, too. It's... Its Q is alright. But I don't think its Q is any better. It's not better than the Talon. Yeah, we'll put it in balanced. Alright, let's go look at the Devil Child. The funny gun, if you will. Not you. Do they not have it? Or am I just blind? Oh, secondary's down here. No armor penetration. Reduced, but that absurd RPM. Does it 3 tap? Does a 3 tap under 40 studs? $150. Oh crap! It 2 taps. In fact, under 40 studs. So 80. Let me make sure I did my math right. Yeah, totally 2 taps under 40 studs. It does it 3 tap. 3 tap. What does it do to shocks? If it goes 150. I'm just gonna pull out the calculator for this. The calc. Plus 75. I don't want to do that. 225. It 4 tap shocks. 3 taps. Out to 40 studs. Beyond that, it 4 taps. What? I lied. I'm lying. It'll 2 tap out to 40 studs. 3 tap out to whatever. It'll 3 tap out to any distance. It'll 4 tap shocks with 75. It'll, let's see, minus 4. It'll 5 tap them out to 65 studs. And it will, wait, regular Solats have 150. They have 200. They have 200. So I lied. It 3 taps here. It'll 4 tap. No, it won't. I don't know. It doesn't have enough firepower to do anything interesting. That's all I know. I'm tired of doing math. Perfectly balanced. Its absurd fire rate makes up for whatever. And you'll use, like, marksman or something to deal with recoil. Nell Bandit Revolver. Why is it better than regular? I don't know. Decent standard. Improved RPM. The actual time to fire. 177, but it's exploding. So superior fire rate. True fire rate is actually 120. Let's go look at the standard version on the Trello, because I think it has more in-depth stats. So, 113 standard, 120 standard. Oh yeah, that's not a very good difference. That's not very interesting. In fact, the regular, oh, here we go. 120. Yeah, that ain't the best. I think loading faster? No. Do you have more reserve ammo? No. Is there better I know there's better handling, right? Yeah, there's better handling. But honestly, I don't know if the better handling is that good. Nox helmets, 105. 90. I think it modifies the... Oh, it has worse... It has worse range. So, honestly, it's only better with handling and barely fire rate. That's the only improvement compared to the Nell. Honestly, it needs a buffer or rework. Judgment Incendiary Rifle, that's balanced. It can't obliterate helmets. It doesn't 1-tap. It's slow to 2-tap. And it's really a team weapon. You damage your opponent, slow them down so somebody else can get the kill for it. Or if they're already damaged, you 1-tap them. It also has pretty good range, I'm pretty sure. Let's go check. What's the range on it? Yeah, no material penetration. There you go. It's... Nox helmets, all ranges. See? It's good range. Out to 80 studs, it does 155, and beyond that, it does 130. Yeah, it's not that bad. But also, you're not really going to get a kill with that because they're going to run behind cover, and you're screwed. You have to go charge them. Eau Claire. Are you actually decent? I forget. I know I used you for a little bit, but I don't know if you're any decent. Okay, so it's like a middle of the line pistol, but it looks cool as heck with the one hand because I'm pretty sure you do flip. You'll flip it, or you'll like flip it with veteran or something, or marksman. So it looks cool. It's perfectly balanced. Talon Cav revolver. You immediately need a buff because you're not an improvement to the regular Talon, unless you can hip fire. Can you hip fire? You cannot hip fire, so you're immediately worse. Okay, you're immediately worse than the Talon. Not only that, but you can't do the Q ability, so there's no quick peeking or anything. You're just screwed. Give this thing a nerf, a buff, I should say. In fact, it needs a rework. It needs a big rework. What else needs a big rework? Honestly, I think the Whisper's Q ability also needs a rework. Not the regular Whisper, its Q ability. Hunting crossbow, you just need a buff. Frontline, you need a buff. Nell Bandit, you need a big rework, I believe. Yeah. What else is just not fun to play with? This is not fun to play with, but this is right this is in the fun place, right place, because although it obliterates your opponents, it takes forever to reload, and you don't get to play the game. So, Whisper Flyboy. What? No, go back here. We'll put you in this for now. We're gonna check if you need to be reworked. Trello. Okay, got it. Whatever. Here we go. Flyboy, and we'll compare it to the. Where's my regular? It's supposed to be here. Okay. Strong. It loses the silencer. It has worse RPM, but not by like any meaningful amount. Way more ammo capacity. Its reload takes way longer, but you know, what are you gonna do? Zero starting, 25 maximum. Yeah, it has no starting, but you can go up to 25, so you have a full reload. Handling. It has worse handling, but only for the draw, so it doesn't really matter. What about its damage? Okay, it has worse damage range, but again, you're doing 115 damage, so it doesn't really matter how far you go out to unless you're dealing with shocks. But then again, they deal the same thing to shocks, so it doesn't matter. It'll essentially do the same thing as shocks. It's honestly just the better version of the Whisper, besides the suppressor. The suppressor was nice. So, you're pretty balanced. Let me look over my list one more time, see if anything was left out. love to see you get a buff. Yeah, I'd like to see you get a buff. This could get a buff, but honestly, it's just a minor, just a minor stat change. Maybe lower its recoil, but make its handling a bit worse or something. Who knows? Alright, I think everything's in the right place. It's the final tier list thing. That's what it looks like. I think it's the right spot. Yeah, everything's in its right spot. Alright, peace out. Might do some Scorched Earth or something. Maybe some Gravedigger. Might post a video. Who knows? Peace.